What's going on, you guys? TBR here, back yet again with another King of Fighters All-Star video, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the 4th anniversary update, everybody's favorite update in the history of the King of Fighters All-Star if you guys haven't heard, but unfortunately all good things must come to an end, right? I'm just joking, but the King of Fighters All-Star's 4th anniversary is going to be coming to an end in 2 short days, and I figured that I would go ahead and do this video today, so that way you guys would have a proper heads up and know exactly what it is that you need to make sure that you prioritize over the course of the next 48 to 72 hours. But before we go ahead and get into all of that and more, make sure if you guys haven't already done so, you smash that like button and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into it. So, when it comes to the 4th anniversary update, I am not going to be talking about anything of how I feel about it, because we've already talked about that numerous times, and yeah, we don't need to be getting into that again. So, we're just going to go ahead and talk about what's going to be ending. So, there are going to be quite a few things that are going to be going away for the 4th anniversary update, so we're just going to go ahead and go through it piece by piece. First thing I'm going to go ahead and warn you guys about, of course, is going to be the Rush Dungeon. Now, as always, you want to make sure that you grind as many coins on this Rush Dungeon over the course of the next couple of days as humanly possible, because as per tradition, when it comes to this, the exchange shop that goes along with this Rush Dungeon will be sticking around for a further 9 days. So you're basically going to have an additional week with this exchange shop. So if there's stuff in here that you haven't picked up that you planned on getting, you want to make sure that you do so. So basically, when it comes to this, just make sure you guys have enough coins in order to be able to pick up things like the hammers if you want to over the course of the next week, or any of these other items here. But really the big thing here, of course, is going to be this card set. You guys want to make sure that you at least pick up one set. However, I would argue always with these card sets that you want to try and get both. So just make sure that you guys are grinding and allocating whatever coins you need to this exchange shop over the course of the next week to your grind, because you are going to want to make sure that you grind those out for the next couple of days before the Rush Dungeon closes. Otherwise, this thing here is just going to be a whole lot of wasted potential for your account over the course of the next week after that. So that is the first thing you guys want to do. Make sure you get those coins the next couple of days so that way you can get that stuff for the next week. The other thing that we're going to talk about next here is, of course, going to be this guy right here. Now, the tower, I know I had told you guys about a week ago I hadn't even started this thing yet. I just sat down and autoed this thing at the dinner table last night. So basically this thing here, I've already got it finished up, but you guys will only have a couple more days with this. So make sure that you go in here and do this thing. There are some pretty decent rewards in here for the most part, but you guys want to make sure that you get it done if you're capable. So if you have either Shermie or Lady Choi, you want to make sure that you guys do this, because you definitely want to pick up those rewards, because there is some pretty nice stuff in here. So that's going to be the next thing you're going to want to make sure that you get done over the next couple of days. The next thing here is going to be Deimos base, but Deimos base is a little misleading if you go into the special event page here. So you're going to see the 2-day timer on here, but if we go ahead and take a look, we'll just go ahead and go to our dungeon and our challenge dungeon, and you guys will be able to see that this actually has 5 days listed here. So I'm pretty sure that they just have a flat 2 days on everything over in that event page, but this guy here does have 5 according to this, so you don't have to worry about that too much. So just make sure that you get that done, obviously, before the next 5 days are up. So, next thing here, on Hell's Road Trip, really not a whole lot to say, because it's really not going to be that important once all this stuff's gone. So really just make sure that you're playing it every day so that you can go ahead and get those events taken care of, as well as the prizes. Next thing here is going to be the collection room. The collection room, I don't think you really have to worry about, because, well, let's face it, it's the collection room. So I'm not going to go into that. That isn't anything that I think is going to be going away anyway. I'm pretty sure that that's permanent. So I don't think you need to worry about it regardless if you do care about it that much. But I digress. Either way, if it does go away, I'm not going to be butthurt about it, but I'm pretty sure it's sticking around. And it's kind of like Deimos base, just has the flat 2-day timer on all this stuff. So other things here, of course, the event summon, you're going to want to make sure that you go ahead and use up all of your coins on this. So that way you can go ahead and build your Gato up as much as you would like. So with this thing, basically just make sure that you cash out on it before the end of the timer for the 2 days, and you'll be in good shape with this. Next thing up here, if we take a look, of course, we're going to have the banners. Now, of course, the banners, we've talked about these characters already, not necessarily talked about them a ton, but we have talked about them. So when it comes to these characters here, Of course, when it comes to Shermie, we already know she's amazing. We already know Lady Choi, she's amazing. Two of the best characters, if not the best characters in the game right now. So honestly, if you love either of these characters, if you're a big fan of either of these characters, you want to go ahead and pick them up. If you are picking them up, you'll definitely want to go in here and you'll want to go ahead and pick these up as well, because you will at least want the option card for the Shermie as well as her finisher. And then when it comes to the Lady Choi, you only have one thing here, but it is of course the 3 PG finisher, and you definitely want that. So if you're picking the characters up, which again, two of the best characters, if not the best characters in the entire game right now until the next update, when the next characters are the best characters in the game, well, you want to make sure that you go ahead and prioritize the cards after the characters if you're picking them up. Other cards in here, when it comes to the new set, this set is particularly good for things such as Deimos base, etc. This is a very strong set and a very good set. I do recommend that you guys pick it up if you have the ability to. However, you don't necessarily have to pick it up. It's not a must-have, but it is a strong set that is going to save you in certain things. Again, like the aforementioned Deimos base, it's very strong in, kind of like the Fugitive set. But I would argue if you have the Fugitive set, you don't necessarily need to worry about it. But if you don't have the Fugitive set, you may want to prioritize this one. It's entirely up to you, how you feel about how you're able to get through this content. If you feel like you won't miss this and don't need this, then don't get it, save the rubies. However, if you find yourself needing it or kind of interested in it, make sure that you guys are either grinding on the card dungeon and just doing a bunch of skip tickets to maybe get a piece or two. Very, very slim chance, but it's there. Otherwise, you'll want to go in here and invest some rubies and get it. But that's pretty much going to be it, you guys, when it comes to the cards and the characters. Other things that are going to be in here, of course, we have other events that are going to be going away. So the big thing here is going to be the 4th anniversary event mission. The 4th anniversary event mission is of course going to be going away as well. You'll want to make sure that you get that done. Of course, that is going to be tied to Gato's banner. So you'll want to make sure again that you are cashing out on that and still collecting all the coinage that you possibly can over the next couple of days. The other thing that's going away is of course going to be the bingo event. I've already finished it up. Most of you guys who have been playing every day should have finished it as well. So if you haven't, make sure that you're still continuing to do your events and getting those tickets so that way you can get that bingo finished up, because the option card that comes along with that bingo is incredible and you want to make sure that you get it. It is an extremely, no pun intended, good card that you are going to want to make sure that you get. Other things in here, of course, if we go to the secret shop, take a look here. We've talked about this in the past. You have this card set here that you can pick up for rubies. This is also going to be going away in 2 days. Now, again, my opinion on this has not changed. If you are somebody that needs help with things such as time attack, this is a card set that will help you immensely. However, if you are somebody that is able to get SS rank on time attack each and every single day, or at least most days anyway, I would argue you can save the rubies here. It's really not that big of a deal if you pick this up or not at that point. This is really going to be more beneficial for people that need help with time attack. So it's 8,000 rubies total if you want it. You get some of these other items in here as well. The biggest one being one of these guys here, which is awesome. But in general, you guys, this is going to be down to your preference and where you're at with your account. So when it comes to anything else in here, you of course have the event codex is going to be going away. We don't really need to talk about that because that's of course tied to the banners and whether you're picking up and building the characters. One other thing that is in here, of course, though, is going to be the battle passes. So if you're planning on picking up the battle passes, you still have time to do so. So it's up to you as to whether or not you want to do this or not. I did get the cheapy one, but if you guys want to pick up the cheap one or the whale one, it's up to you. You can still get all these prizes. Like if you were to take a look here, it will tell me that I could get all this stuff just for buying it. So you don't have to worry. As long as you've been playing every day, you should have enough points to unlock everything if you pick it up right now. But you only have 2 days to do that. Speaking of the battle passes, though, we're going to go ahead and segue now because I think that that pretty much covers everything that is going to be going away. We still do not have any idea what's going to be replacing any of this stuff. I'm assuming we're probably going to have some sort of tide them over update, unless we've just been bad little boys and girls and they decide that they're just going to starve us for new content for the next week. But irregardless of all of that, I'm going to go ahead and use up the tokens that I got off of my mini battle pass. So I do have a multi here for this guy, as well as a multi here for this guy. I don't really care either way what I get. To be honest with you guys, I still do have, if we take a look here, go ahead and show you. this thing will cooperate with me. So if we take a look here, I do still have a selector here. So if I were to be able to pull a Lady Choi, which I'm not holding my breath on this, but if I pulled a Lady Choi, I'd probably just go ahead and A4 my Lady Choi. However, if I got a Shermie, that would give me something to think about, right? So that's pretty much what we got there. As far as the card banner, I've closed out this card banner. There isn't a single solitary thing in here that I really care about. So with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and use up the card ones now, just get it done. These tokens here, just so you guys are aware, you want to make sure that you get these used up if you do have the battle passes, because again, this stuff ends in 2 days. But either way, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and use this. So let's go ahead and do it. Praise Rico, believe in the heart of the cards, all that good stuff. I don't really feel good about tokens or tickets, so I really don't care either way. At this point, it is what it is. But, and just so you guys are aware, pity tickets are not going to go anywhere. Well, we got another part of the set. The pity tickets aren't going to go anywhere, so you can hold on to those. You don't have to worry about that. So if you have a pity ticket laying around, that isn't going to end or anything like that with the rest of this stuff. But these tokens will, so keep that in mind. So we got that piece. Sure. That's great. Whatever. I don't really need it. So, all right. So let's go ahead and use the character ones up. I'm assuming we probably just used any luck we had on that. Plus, the character pull rates are garbage anyway, so whatever. When it comes to summoning on these EX banners, I have no hope. See, it is what it is. Trash. Anyway, you guys, that's pretty much going to be the video. I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew hey, we got Choi's. Just not the Lady Choi's. But anyway, that's going to be it for me, you guys. Just make sure that you're finishing this stuff up. I'm pretty sure that I didn't miss anything in here. If I did, somebody can let me know in the comments section, but I'm pretty sure we hit everything that is going to be ending this week. So again, guys, just make sure that you're doing all this stuff, getting all this stuff taken care of, because regardless of whether we like the 4th anniversary or not, there is some pretty decent stuff in here for the most part that you'll want to make sure that you don't miss out on. But either way, you guys, let me know in the comment section down below if you're happy to see the 4th anniversary go. Is there anything that you're really looking forward to, you're hoping is going to be the next update? I know a lot of people are going to want a collaboration, so most of that's going to be that type of comment. But either way, you guys, I will talk to you all in the next one. You all take care. Good luck on everything. If you're summoning especially, good luck on your summons, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.
Continue.